I'm still like, I'm a good boy. But once I smell weed or beer or anything, it reminded me of homeless people. Like, oh, you're dirty. Because of what I was taught as a kid. But then as an adult now, I'm like, where the party at?
Yeah. Want to relax. Think different.
Chill, bro.
Yeah.
Relax.
Well, weed is a great one, man, because it makes people more more comfortable with each other. It makes people friendlier. It sort of.
I only smoke around certain people. Like, I don't. That's just for me personally. Because like, if I don't feel comfortable, like if you can get into a situation, I'm just like, why is that guy on his phone? Because sometimes you see people like, this is the worst one, man. Now these days, people are just like this, and then you see their phone just like
right, and you know they're filming you. Yeah.
I'm like, why are you texting this way? You ain't got to text this way.
That's so common.
It's weird, man. I'm sure you get it all the time. You get
all the time. I would love to do deep bong hits around Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, you don't have to smoke. Just hang out in the room with me.
Let's see what's up.
Just
you could probably take him deep. Now, about these kids in cages.
But even just talking to him high as fuck would be weird. Like, bro, why don't you just quit? Come on, man. Just get out.
He's one of those guys. He likes the game. He likes the game.
I'm sure
he's
does.
My favorite comedian of this year, man. I follow him on Twitter just because of the shit he says. Like, it's fucking hilarious, man. You can't not respect it.
He says some funny shit, for sure. One of the funniest things he ever said was when he was thinking about buying Greenland. Yeah. And he put a picture of Trump Tower. And he goes, I promise not to do this. Trump Tower in the middle of Greenland. I was laughing my ass off.
That's funny.
Donald Trump has reportedly discussed making The Apprentice White House. Holy shit.
Ratings.
Can you imagine if he turns the White House into a set for a reality show?
That is a set.
Shit. Holy shit. Oh, who's that dude?
That's producer Mark Burnett.
Oh, that's Mark Burnett. He's buddies with him.
Yeah.
See, I knew him from The Apprentice. I watched the first 2 seasons when I was a kid. Yeah, you're fired. Yeah, I remember that. But
that's his move, man.
Yeah, I've heard some other things after that.
I guess.
You said you were going to do that, but you didn't do it.
Well, they offered it to me when I was hosting Fear Factor the second time around, which was like 2011. But I talked with my family, but I didn't want to live in New York for 3 months and all that nastiness. I was like, I'm not interested. I didn't want to pull my kids out and have them go. I just didn't.
Were they born and raised here?
Yeah, it just didn't seem like a smart thing to do. It just seemed like something I'm going to be annoyed with. Yeah. I didn't want to be angry at anybody. I'm just not that guy. I can't
feel
do
that
those.
way now, man.
It's months and months of your time.
For me, it's like I want to get fighting done. Like after my fight, I kind of like, because we're in Marvel Stadium, I kind of said something about Marvel. Like, I'll see you guys soon or whatever I said. Yeah. But after fighting, right now, like I said, they're coming for me. So I got to make sure I don't want to end up like some others in this game where they get distracted. Yeah. And then look at, Hollywood and the shot. So I get some offers coming to my table right now, and I'm just like, yeah, nah.
Those cautionary tales they're so readily available for you to consume. Look at Ronda Rousey. Yeah. Ronda Rousey's the best example. She's on top of the fucking
Paved
world.
The way.
They all came coming, and she said yes to everything. Yeah. She was doing everything, man. She was doing movies. She was doing interviews. She was writing books. She was doing, and one thing you got to give it to Conor McGregor. I mean, Conor McGregor said no to all that shit when he was on top. He said no to all that shit.
I've learned from her, from him, from John, from Silva, from everyone. Like, I've seen the highs and the lows of this game, man. And like I said, I'll make my own mistakes, but guess what? I'll bounce right back. I always will. But it's better to learn from the mistakes.
You'll make less the way you're approaching things. Yeah. You will.
I know me. Actually, Eugene, he sees me every day. Like, that's why sometimes I'm like the same rhetoric. I'm your biggest fan, or you inspire me, or this, and I'm like, I appreciate that. If you can take inspiration from the story that you've seen through TV, through media, fuck yeah. Go hard. I'm sure. Is it weird still seeing your face on people's stomachs?
It's very strange.
Yeah. Like, there's a guy, I was him, Dylan. Shout out to Dylan. He's got my face on his thigh. I met him in a club in Auckland. And I flew him out, him +1 to my last fight, just because I was like, fuck.
Good for you.
But I'm like, I got to have to tattoo his face on my thigh now. I don't know.
That would be a thing. Like, if you get a Stylebender tattoo, you get a free ticket to
Don't
your
put it
title
out there.
defense.
Don't do it.
How many people you think would do that?
There's crazy motherfuckers who'll do it just for the low. Just like, I did it. And then,
right.
No.
And just for the free tickets,
As
too.
Israel Adesanya, the last Stylebender Incorporated, I do not agree with the sentiments of Joe Rogan in the last speech.
We would have to
do
prove.
it at your own risk.
How about this? We'd have to prove that you got a tattoo of Stylebender before this
I blew
day.
up. Before I blew
this
up.
day.
Yeah.
So this is like, you can't do it
There's
after
only
you
two.
hear us
There's
talk
only
about it.
There's only two. I can't remember the other guy.